If you thought the Golden State Warriors couldn't get any better after adding Jimmy Butler, think again. They've just added Jonathan Kuminga, and his impact is already clear. But before getting into Kuminga or anyone else, we have to talk about a historic moment. Steph Curry just hit his 4,000th three-pointer. It wasn't his most explosive scoring night, finishing with 11 points and 5 assists, but as always, the box score doesn't tell the full story. The Sacramento Kings were all over him defensively, doing everything possible to slow him down. Just look at this play. Steph gets the ball on the baseline with barely any room to move, yet Jonas Valanciunas still decides to double-team him, leaving Draymond Green wide open under the basket. And of course, Steph finds him for the easy bucket. This is what makes Curry special. Even when he's not scoring 30-plus points, his presence forces defenses to make mistakes. The Kings focus so much on him that they left wide open shots for everyone else. That's where the Warriors' depth becomes a game changer. Moses Moody was knocking down shots, Quentin Post added more outside shooting, and suddenly, even Draymond Green and Gary Payton II started looking like dangerous shooters. If teams focus too much on Steph, they're just giving up open shots to his teammates. Now let's talk about Jonathan Kuminga and what he brings to this team. It's not just about his ability to score 15 to 20 points per game, it's about how he changes the way the Warriors can play. His presence allows them to run different lineups, which keeps Steph Curry fresh while still dominating games. Lately, the Warriors have been using lineups that include 4 starters, but without Steph Curry. That means when Steph takes a break, the team isn't struggling to keep up. This works because the bench finally has the right balance of scoring and defense. Kuminga's athleticism and scoring, Buddy Hield's shooting, Kevon Looney's rebounding, and Gui Santos' passing all create a strong second unit. Speaking of Gui Santos, he's already making plays. Look at this one. He gets the ball at the top of the key, the Kings defense collapses, and he throws a perfect bounce pass to Kuminga for a dunk. And that dunk? Insane. Kuminga was too far under the rim, but instead of adjusting before jumping, he adjusted in midair and still finished. That's just raw talent. Ever since Jimmy Butler joined the Warriors, this team has looked completely different. The key? One of Jimmy Butler or Steph Curry is always on the floor. That means the Warriors always have a superstar who can create shots for others, control the tempo, and draw defensive attention. Think about this. Steph and Jimmy combined for just 17 points in this game, yet the Warriors still scored 130 points. That doesn't even sound possible, right? But that's what happens when you have unselfish superstars and a supporting cast that steps up. Just watch this play. Jimmy posts up, 2 defenders collapse on him, he kicks it to Steph, and 2 more defenders rush over. That leaves Moses Moody wide open, and he drills the 3. That's 4 defenders reacting to 2 players, leaving a 40% three-point shooter completely open. This is exactly how championship teams operate. And it's not just Steph and Jimmy stepping up. Even Draymond Green and Gary Payton II are playing some of their best basketball. Would you have ever predicted that the leading scorers for the Warriors in the last 2 games would be Draymond Green and Gary Payton II? Probably not, but it happened. Just like Steph, Draymond Green has been playing with renewed energy since Jimmy Butler arrived. His defense, leadership, and playmaking have always been elite, but now he's also scoring efficiently. The Warriors are finding their rhythm at the perfect time. They have Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler leading the charge, a deep bench, Jonathan Kuminga stepping into a key role, and Draymond Green and Gary Payton II playing at a high level. If this chemistry continues, the Golden State Warriors aren't just contenders, they might be the most dangerous team in the NBA. What do you think? Are the Warriors now the favorites? Let us know in the comments. Draymond doesn't get enough credit for his three-point shooting. Everyone remembers how he was knocking them down in 2016. But what people forget is what happened after that. From 2019 to 2023, his shooting really dropped off, under 29% from deep on just 2 attempts per game. But in the last 2 seasons, he's clearly made it a priority to work on his shot and shoot with confidence. And guess what? It's paying off. Over the past 2 years, he's shooting 36% from 3 on just under 3 attempts per game. Now, is Draymond suddenly a sniper? Of course not, but here's the thing, there's a confidence in his shot now, and that confidence spreads. You can see it in the way his teammates react, the way the crowd reacts, and even the way defenses have to respect him more than before. It's gotten to the point where, just a few games ago against the Pistons, it wasn't Steph Curry or Jimmy Butler who hit the dagger, it was Draymond Green. Against the Kings, their entire game plan revolved around forcing Draymond Green and Gary Payton II to beat them. Well, that's exactly what happened. It wasn't just them, though. Quentin Post made a huge impact, too. His shooting ability made it impossible for Jonas Valanciunas to guard him, to the point where the Kings had to bench him and go small. And once they went small, Jonathan Kuminga started attacking the rim at will. That's what makes this version of the Warriors so much different from past seasons. They have options. If teams go big, the Warriors stretch the floor with Quinton Post and force their center into uncomfortable situations. If teams go small, then Jimmy Butler and Kuminga can bully their way to the rim and get to the free throw line. This isn't the same Warriors team that could be neutralized by just double-teaming Steph Curry. The Kings tried that exact strategy, putting Keegan Murray on him all game and sending extra defenders every time he touched the ball. In past years, that might have worked, but not anymore. If a team decides, we'll let the Warriors score 130 points as long as we hold Steph to 11, they can do that. But is that really a winning strategy? Not at all. Now there's one more player who deserves a shout out, Buddy Hield. Buddy can be frustrating at times. His highs and lows are more extreme than almost anyone else on the roster. That's why the broadcasters always mention the Warriors' record when Buddy scores 15 plus points, because when he's hitting his shots, this team becomes nearly unstoppable. Think about it. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Quinton Post, and then you add Buddy Hield's shooting on top of that? How do you guard all of these players at once? You just can't. That's why when Buddy plays well, the Warriors are a different team. It hasn't been the most consistent season for him, but when he has games like this, you see just how dangerous this squad really is. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, consider subscribing for more content like this. And hey, dropping a like on the video would be cool too. As always, hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching. After Andre Iguodala was traded to the Memphis Grizzlies, he faced heavy criticism both locally and across the league, not just for his comments about the team, but for outright refusing to play and making it clear he only wanted to join a championship contender. In response to the backlash, Steph Curry defended his former teammate by posting a picture of Iguodala holding a championship trophy. This sparked mixed reactions. Many Warriors fans backed Curry's message, while Grizzlies fans saw it as blatant disrespect, further fueling tensions. The controversy raised questions about professionalism in the NBA, as Curry's post essentially dismissed young players who had yet to establish themselves, players who, like Curry himself earlier in his career, were still striving for success. Mocking rookies who had only been in the league for 1 to 3 years for not winning a championship didn't sit well with many. In response, Ja Morant clapped back by posting a picture of Kevin Durant holding the Finals MVP trophy. But from that moment, the Warriors and Grizzlies had the makings of an intense rivalry. That tension only grew during the 2020-21 season, with both teams battling for the 8th seed in the playoffs, leading to a heated play-in tournament matchup. The Warriors lost, but in the following 2021-22 season, they got their revenge by eliminating the Grizzlies in the second round and eventually winning the NBA championship. Memphis fans were left wondering what if. Had they beaten Golden State, could they have gone all the way? The rivalry was now official, and the NBA took notice, scheduling a Christmas Day showdown between the two teams in 2022-23. Then in January 2023, a different kind of controversy surrounded Curry, this time off the court. The Atherton, California City Council proposed a plan to build 16 townhouses for low-income residents by 2031, part of California's initiative to address the housing crisis. Some of that development would take place near Curry's home at 23 Oakwood. Curry quickly voiced his opposition, sending a letter to the city council stating, "We're hesitant to say not in my backyard, literally, but our top priority is the safety and privacy of our family and children." He urged the council to either remove 23 Oakwood from the plan or, at the very least, commit to building higher fences and landscaping to block the view of his property. Please like and subscribe for more NBA-related updates.